What's up, y'all? How you doing? It's your boy Dog from EBF Academy about English Black Friday. And guess what? As you can see, we're at a different place and I'm joined by my friend, Carol.
Hello, Telemundo.
So get ready for this 100% conversation in English. I know you can understand me because you've been following me for a long time, but can you understand Carol?
Let's see how your listening skills are for the British accent.
All right, so Carol, tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, why British English? Did you choose it? Did British English choose you? How was that?
No, I didn't really have a choice because my dad moved to England when I was 8 years old, and my family stayed in Brazil. And then after 1 year, my dad brought us over to the UK. So British chose me, actually.
If you have to talk about yourself, how you see yourself?
Well, nowadays I teach English to immigrants in the UK, but for 10 years I used to teach in Brazil, kids and adults and the elderly as well. I've had a few elderly students. And then nowadays I'm just in Brazil, still teaching English to Brazilian immigrants in the UK.
So when you say Brazilian immigrants in the UK, are they people that just move there and they don't speak English at all?
At all. People that move, I think people are very brave actually. They leave everything they have in Brazil. They move to the UK to look for a better life, better opportunities, to just gather some money together to bring back to Brazil. And they don't speak any English at all. And then that's when they look for me online, thank God. And I teach them how to speak English. It's very much more practical and not so much theory.
Wow, can you guys understand what she's saying? Because she sounds like Adele to me. You know, we were in London together. We were at TGIF.
Fridays, yeah.
You talked to one of the waiters in there. I could barely understand what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I can understand. I can imagine it's really hard because I compare it to the Portuguese from Portugal and the Portuguese from Brazil. Okay. It's a completely different language. I think it is, because what I tell my students, for example, people in Brazil, they learn a lot more the American English. Yeah. And if you trained your ear to understand water, 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 and then all of a sudden someone says water. What's water? You've never heard that sound before. It's completely different. So for me, it's a different language.
So tell us a little bit about this immigration thing, because I know that you went to the UK when you were a kid, but from then on, what happened?
I moved to England when I was a little kid. Being a child of an immigrant is the best experience ever because you can get all the toys you want and you can get anything you want. Let's go on holidays, let's have everything, because things in the UK are cheap and accessible to everyone. So I lived my best life. But then we came back to Brazil in 2009 because of that crisis that happened all around the world. My family has had English schools in Uberlândia and everyone was a teacher. But then I decided to go back to the UK in 2018 by myself. And I just want to let everybody know, being an immigrant is not all that everybody makes it out to be. You're going to be making some more money and things are accessible, so you can get an iPhone. But no one tells you that you have to work 18 hours a day.
18 hours a day?
If you want to make it, if you want to have extra money. It's not as easy as they tell you. So when I moved back to the UK, I was 26, a young girl, living my best life. And I thought, I need to work right now because I ain't got no one in Brazil to send me no money if I need it. Who is gonna send me eyes into pounds? I ain't got no help. So I had to work. So I got a job as a cleaner and I had to be at the people's house at 7 a.m. So I had to leave my house 6 a.m. So I would clean 2 houses in the morning and then I had a student in the afternoon, which was, oh my God, let me tell you about this student, yeah? So I moved to London and I was like, I want to teach Brazilians. Okay. So I went on the Facebook groups, Brazilians in London, and I was like, look, you guys, I teach, I'll come to your house, it's £15 an hour, 2 hours, £30 minimum, let's go. This one man from São Paulo, all tattoos on his body, really big man, he was like, oh yeah, come to my house. I was like, oh my days, this man is gonna kill me, yeah? But I have to go, I gotta go. There's nothing I can do. I gotta go, get myself out there and get this student. And he is the loveliest person in the world. You wouldn't believe.
The big guy all tatted up.
He's a mum, he's a mother, you know? He is so nice. He was like my biggest support. We became really good friends. I actually went to his wedding in Poland after. But then yeah, so I had cleaning in the morning, this one student in the afternoon, and then I would go to a hotel, the Claridge's Hotel, which is super duper fancy. And we would do events at nighttime. So the events would finish at 1 a.m. and they would ask, who wants to stay and polish the cutleries? I would want to stay, babes. So I would still stay there till 2 a.m. every day. So then I would leave, get to the house at 3. I was lucky I had my boyfriend at the time. He would leave some food ready for me. I'd eat and go to bed. By 6, I was out the house again. And I lived this for 4 months, everybody. But I was just panicking. I needed to pay me rent. And we were sharing a room, 3 people.
Are they Brazilian?
Yeah. It was one, my friend, which was the person that was like, oh, come to London. I'll support you here. And then this boyfriend that I had. So it was us 3 living in one room, working 18 hours a day.
Look at it, 18 hours a day. So you taught classes, you're cleaning houses, you're catering, you're polishing cutlery. We deserve the like in this video already. Right?
Please.
I mean, support us. So like,
Immigrants.
leave a comment, and hold on a second. Can you understand the story? I know it's difficult to understand, Carol. Okay, so Carol, let's just do, like a check.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna slow it down for you right now. So basically what I said was, I lived in England when I was a child. Then my family moved to Brazil when I was 18. Then I went back to the UK and had very hard times as an immigrant. I had to share a room with 3 people. I had to clean in the morning. I had to teach in the afternoon, a very scary guy. And I had to work as a waitress in the evening at a very posh and fancy hotel. And after hours, I would polish some cutlery to make some extra money. I would arrive at home every day at 3 in the morning and I would have to leave the house at 6. Did you understand what I said before? Yes or no?
What about the struggles, like the difficulties? I don't know, have you been robbed? Have you gotten anything stolen from you, or have you ever fought anybody in the streets? Did you get caught by the police or something?
Yeah, no, I didn't. None of my things got stolen, like physically, but when I evolved in life a little bit and I managed to rent my own room, I had to share a house still with 5 guys. It was 5 men, 4 Indian men, 1 Pakistani man. You know, got to be careful with what you say, but it wasn't easy. And I was the only girl in the house. The good thing was that we had a cleaner in every Tuesday, so the house was clean. That was the good part. But there was this really dodgy bloke that lived in the room downstairs, and he cloned my credit card. Can you believe?
Man.
I got it in the post. He got it, took it in. I didn't realize. And I was in Brazil on holiday, and I was getting all these emails. Oh, this much spent. This much spent. And I was like, I didn't even know this card number. What card is this? And it was at the house, and we checked. I had to go through the whole background check with the security people on the credit card. He spent £1,000 on my credit card, putting gas in his car.
Are you serious?
I can't believe it. And then that was it. But then obviously it was Amex. They're cool about it. They made sure I had proof that I wasn't in the UK at the time. They cut, like, I didn't have to pay for it, but they cut my credit back. So like, consequences for a long time.
But what about the good stuff? I mean, have you had, some good moments too? I mean, what can you share with us?
Absolutely. The struggle is real, but with time, the good things come. And I remember when I moved to England in 2018, and people used to tell me, oh, I've been here for 5 years and I've got my own house now. I've been here for 7 years and I've got my documents now. And it was true, you guys. It took me about 4 to 5 years to be able to rent my own place, my own house with a living room and a kitchen and a garden and my own office so that I could teach. So with time it came. So it comes, you just got to be patient. And that's where people actually, they don't have the patience. They go through the struggle for that first year and then they give up and then they come back. But if you're strong enough, you're gonna get your rewards back. So then I managed to rent my own house and have my own place. And one of the best things that happened to me was that I managed to bring my family over to the UK for 2 Christmases. So I brought over my mum, my dad, my sister, and my niece. We went to the Winter Wonderland and we walked around the Oxford Street and all the places in central London. So that was one of the best moments of my life. Also, going to see Beyonce wasn't bad.
Ooh,
at the Tottenham Stadium. Okay. But one of the best things that happened was that one time we actually managed to get plane.
You said at the Tottenham Stadium?
The Tottenham Stadium.
That's what the Tottenham beat Arsenal?
That's where Tottenham beat Arsenal, yeah. Tottenham and Arsenal. Yeah, it was there. And then one of the best things that happened, I found such cheap flights on Ryanair, £4.99.
£4.99.
From London to Trapani, which is a place in the Sicily Islands in the south of Italy. So those are the good things about being an immigrant. You can travel in Europe for really, really cheap.
I remember also one of the conversations we had, it talked about different accents. Because of my personal experience, I've you know, had more contact with the American people. So that's why I tend to talk a little bit more like American. But so now we understand why you speak the way you do. But I know that in the UK, there are many different accents. And how's that in the United States? Because I mean, in the UK, because I know that in the United States, people just go like this, oh, I know you're from California, I know you're from Texas, but that doesn't really have to do with like social class very much. It's more like regional. But what about in the UK? Is that the same thing?
Yeah, no, in the UK it's mad. Because let me give you the example comparing it to Brazil. In Brazil, we tend to judge the book by the cover. So we judge people by what they're wearing, what phone they're holding and things like that. But in the UK, everyone has access to Gucci and iPhones and McDonald's and holidays for $4.99. So how do British people judge each other? So the natives within the UK, they would judge you based on your accent. There are about 40 different accents in that tiny little island. If you go 1 hour up, they speak different. An hour to the left, they speak different. So based on your accent, so the Cockney English comes from working class people. So like back in the day when the monarchy was a thing, so the peasants, and then they became the working class in East London, and they have this Cockney accent. And if you speak a Cockney accent, people will automatically assume that you come from poverty and that you might still be poor. So Adele, for example, everybody knows she's a millionaire, but because she's a Cockney girl at heart, she's a North London girl, she's always going to be considered a North London girl. She's rich, but she's never going to be considered middle or upper class. Whereas if you speak the received pronunciation, which is what they speak on the news, more posh accent, people will respect you more and they will automatically know that your family comes from money. So that's how British natives judge each other based on their accent.
So that thing that we heard that, oh, it doesn't matter how much money you got, you will never gonna be royal family.
No,
that's
real, real. You could be rich, but you're not posh. Yeah.
Got it. When it comes to immigrants, we know that if I'm 24, 25 years old and I move to the UK, I'm not going to sound like you.
Yeah, and you don't have to.
What advice would you give to the immigrants going to the UK?
Yeah, let's take it step by step. My dad taught me this because I'm very anxious and I always wanted things that let's go step by step. Let's go one step at a time. So first, get yourself to the basic level of English that you can understand people around you at least, so that you can communicate if you're unhappy with something at least, because it's humiliating enough being an immigrant. You don't need people humiliating you even more and making fun of you because you don't speak the language and because you don't understand. So I understand if you want to one day speak fluently, but let's first just speak. Let's just speak whichever way you can. Make mistakes. You need to make mistakes. It's by making the mistakes that you're going to learn and become more proficient in the language. So go step by step. First, learn to protect yourself. That's my main advice.
And Carol, where do we find you?
All right, everybody, follow me on Instagram. That's where you're going to find me, find my videos teaching you really quick facts about how to get quick, good conversational skills in the British English. My Instagram is @ChiaCarol. @Chia porque não é nenhuma Chia, é @ChiaCarol.
That's right. And is there any other way that the person can have classes with you?
Yeah, on my Instagram, you have my WhatsApp link and you can click there and you can speak directly to me and I'll send you all the information about my course, which is specifically for immigrants in Europe, you guys. If you want to learn some American English, I've got me good friend here to recommend.
Good friends. Me good friend. She just said me, okay?
I got me good friend here. And American English, but yeah, British English in Europe, call me up.
Fale como você fala, mas se comunique. Aprenda inglês, que isso vai mudar a vida de vocês.
Aprenda a se defender, gente. Eu falo para minhas alunas assim, meu sonho é vocês brigar na rua com alguém. Aprende inglês suficiente para você brigar com alguém na rua, please.
All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye, thank you very much. Cheers.